And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Time to feature the offensive starters and to give some love to the tight end, Kyle Rudolph.
He's been to the Pro Bowl already, battled a few injuries, but he's back and better than ever. Has added a little yoga to his regimen in order to make him more nimble. That makes it that much harder for the defenders to catch him.
Second down, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go.
The man in motion is right. They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The second-year man from Alabama, T.J. Yeldon, and able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, here's Yeldon, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They go play action here on first down. Backing up. His throw incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And now it's second down. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So there on that play, offensively, they were in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Second down, Cousins. Finding time. Steps away to his left. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be third down.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. On third down, Cousins. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Watch you now, Barney.
They'll go with a big back, Yeldon. And the cutback. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Here's Murray. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Get ready. Wait, Navy. Forward. Tiger.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And now a look at the Washington defense.
Ryan Kerrigan is an example of bringing the best of you from college to the NFL and remaking your game. Terrific guy causing fumbles at Purdue, has done the exact same thing in the NFL, then lost weight and became an absolute terror rushing the passer.
Murray, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. Steps away. A bullet throw, but incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded at the 27. Theo Riddick, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs. Punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Bridgewater. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Cousins. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Jackson with a grab over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Cousins now on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Here's Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And now out comes Minnesota. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
They go back to Murray on 1st down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
2nd down, Bridgewater. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I think we need to come up with a different name for this position. We keep calling it the fullback position. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback, but we know this. Whoever's coming out of that spot is usually bigger and stronger, and they may not run away from people, but they'll run through them.
Yeah, able to shed tacklers. We saw it right there. So they're operating in the red zone. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Bridgewater now. The left side caught by Diggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go now.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Past the 20. Still going. A huge play there for Washington. 46 yards. And this defense, Charles, bottom half of the league against the run. That's not going to help their average.
Not at all. And when you're getting ready to play against them, in your scouting report, you're actually counting on a certain number of big-time runs against them. They've given them up all year.
And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again, and they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, you gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Second down following the incompletion. They'll come out in the pistol. On second down, Bridgewater again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
That's a nice play by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. Excellent body control. A tall corner who often has to really do a great job of bending his knees to stay with his receivers. He just did a nice job there. The man they call DRC got a PBU for pass broken up.
Look at you, Mr. Acronym. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. On third down, Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Redskins will take possession with a 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Second down, Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brian Robinson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. On third down, Cousins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
That's taken on the 25. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Bridgewater. Over the middle here to Rudolph. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And quickly, they get to the line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. He's got time. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And he'll bang that one through. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Cousins to throw it. This one caught by Crowder. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On first and 10, Cousins. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Daniil Hunter in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now a second down throw for Cousins. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? In this case, they managed to get it done.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he'll be brought down right at... And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we send you now to Orlando and our Tiburon studios, where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Oh, he fakes the spike. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time. And it's third down. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. They'll come out in the pistol. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. So this is brought in by Pryor. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Ten yards still left on second down. A second down throw for Cousins. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll go as a loss of... Nine, and it leads to third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Cousins now surveying the field. He's going to wind up, and this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They come out here in the eye. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They go with Murray again. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, of one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Sua Craven's the second rounder in there for the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Bridgewater. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like
the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the second rounder, Mackenzie Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And out now come the Vikings. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big...
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Yeldon, the lone running back. And he'll get it up the middle. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. So second down, 3 yards to go now. Again, it's Yeldon. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the fourth quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take a knee here. So per the new rules in 2016, this will be brought out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They go back to the air here after the INT. Flushed out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense, can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
Here we go now.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
On play action, Cousins. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed with their 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Zach Brown coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing is Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Redskins touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick-6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They come out here in the eye. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Second down, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mason Foster in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Trent Murphy in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
0 fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. He'll look to set up his blockers. They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Terrell Pryor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, let's see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They come up in an offset eye. 10th carry of the game now. Murray. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And counting the defense here, the Redskins have 6 defensive backs out there. To throw is Bridgewater. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Yeldon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Yeldon. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Riddick with a carry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. This is taken around the 12. And some room to maneuver. Might have been 1 man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And this offense, they've got it set up on the silver platter. 1st and goal inside the 10. In the red zone this time. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. 1st and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Redskins, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. So that's a wrap.